So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions, attacking-wise, can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Short changes him with that pass. Shoots! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Jimenez gets a foot in here. And this is Kane. So can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. Nope.
There's the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Jimenez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. McTominay has given away a free kick. Robertson. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Vardiol with a definite fell there. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Tries to pass it through. That's a shade optimistic. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Nepal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Valverde. And it's Messi. Kane. Oh, well played. Oyarzabal! He's delivered all right. The breakthrough strike.
The goal scorer after 23 minutes is number 21, Mikel Oyarzabal. Mikel Oyarzabal. Mikel Oyarzabal.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Akanji. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now who's going to be first to this? Kane. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Kane. It's Kane! Oh, taken with style! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Mbappe. Kane. Caicedo. Jimenez. And it's Valverde. Now Son Heung-min. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Camavinga tries to play it through. Valverde. And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe. Pass is just off target. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Camavinga! Sensational from Camavinga! About as smooth as it gets. And they're at it again in double quick time. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's managed to get free. Mikel Oyarzabal. He won't be happy with that one. Camavinga. Now Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
John, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
It's become a case of men against boys.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for options for movement. Real chance here. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. And he is just ripping it up.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Valverde. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Nepal really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
And the action is back on the way. Pinches it off him. Pressing high and with purpose. Caicedo. Camavinga. Valverde. And it's Camavinga. Vardiol. Jimenez. Valverde. Now it's Kane. He might be in here. Son Heung-min has it in a wide position. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Valverde. Messi. McTominay. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread it left. Kane being hunted in packs.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
And here's Kane. Played out to the right. McTominay. Goes for goal! Oh, there was plenty on that.
McTominay clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Camavinga. Caicedo. Camavinga. Mikel Oyarzabal given the lift of his goal. And it's Messi. He's having a shot! They've scored! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 11, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Oyarzabal being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
That has ended up in no man's land. Camavinga. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Stood up well to him there. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Valverde. Camavinga. Now it's Fagioli. Nicely weighted ball. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Out towards the flank. And it's Messi. Oh, that's nice. And Messi! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Substitution on the field. Number 3.
So there's going to be another change here. Camavinga taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Robertson. There will be a throw-in. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 19, McTominay. Coming on the field is number 22, Reinders.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kane, that has been slung wide. Caicedo. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Kane. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Messi. And it's Fascioli. And Fernandes. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot!
Substitutions taking place.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Guardiol. Real chance! Oh, impressive strike. Caicedo. It's a lovely, neat pass. There will be 4 extra minutes. And this is Kane. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Harry Kane.
Jimenez. Caicedo. Reinders. And it's Fernandes. Now it's Kane. Out to the left it goes. And it's Kane. He is through here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavour. It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
He's had it taken off him. Mbappe. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Rafael Leao is onto this. Oh, he's had a shot! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught napping! And he decides to cross it. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Knocks it out wide. It's not an especially good pass, that. Vardiol. Now he's off and running. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. He's on it, can he get away? Pedri gets flagged offside. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Rafael Leao. Played out towards the right wing. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Rafael Leao really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Mbappe. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And another try! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Big chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Rafael Leao. Camavinga. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pedri. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Kane. Goes looking wide. Mbappe goes for the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. Cerezo Osaka are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And it's Pedri. In with the challenge. Camavinga. Now it's Kane. Now it's McTominay. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That looks a good ball through. Vardiol. Now it's Kane. Bastoni kept aware, And it is reclaimed easily. Rafael Leao. Chance, surely! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Oyarzabal.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just... Kane really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
That is good alertness. Out to the left it goes. Yamal. Reinders. And he was quick to react. Oyarzabal. Now, can they get him away? Reinders. Now it's Rafael Leao. Knocks it into space. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Rafael Leao. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And now,
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're off again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign.
There's the shot! He has done it! The second half off to a spectacular start. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And we have our very first corner. Xabi Alonso plays it short. He's dealt with that really well. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Well, that has not gone well. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good take. Shot at goal! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do, and...
Chance for a shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And the pass is intercepted. Yamal. Vardiol does well to get it back. The message is clear, none shall pass. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal?
Shoots! And yes, it's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Jimenez has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Well, decent chance! And it's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's managed to get free. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Xavi Alonso. Baresi. Well, that pass isn't the best. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
75 minutes played. That's a nicely shaped ball. He has found the way through. Now it's Mbappe. Goes for a shot! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Reinders. Can he get away here? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Kane. Fajol. Can he finish? They've done it! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Number 44, Fagioli.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Looking for the run, and he's lost his man here. Real chance! And he hits the net. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
could be danger here. Yamal. Looking to play him in. Ah, that's a fine interception.
Has been indicated.
Kane finds himself offside. Fagioli pinches it off him. The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Kane. Fagioli. Can he get on the end of this? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Nepal desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying... Shoots! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And this is Messi, he's shifting through the gears. Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
And we have our very first corner. Chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Koundé. And it's Messi. Now it's Kane. And this is Messi. He has found the way. Can he finish? He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. And he shoots! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Busquets. Well, that has not gone well. Vitinha. Looking to play him in. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played out wide. Mbappe. Mbappe! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Busquets. Oyarzabal gets a foot in here. Has a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Upamecano. Busquets. Quality ball.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Foot in. Played out towards the right wing. And he's intervened well there. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi. Not the most accurate pass. McTominay. Oyarzabal, who's set up one goal so far. Approaching the half-hour mark. Busquets. Camavinga. There he goes, motoring forward. And that is expertly dealt with. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. The finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Busquets. And Balde. Busquets. And it's Vitinha. Mbappe. And he's picked it up out wide. It's run loose here. And it's McTominay. Decent chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Camavinga. Camavinga purring through the gears. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Vitinha.
Oh, really well played.
Camavinga. Now it's eFootball. Kane. Played out to the left flank. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Van Dijk. It's not an especially good pass, that. And Balde. Vitinha. Threads one in.
Added time.
Messi. He's in a good position here. He's having a shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Harry Kane!
3-0. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And we're off again. Camavinga. Goes looking wide. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And this is Kane. Spread it left. Shapes to shoot! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
So, third corner of the game. McTominay receives it in a good position here. And it's Camavinga. He's gone for goal! Sensational from Camavinga! He's got himself an absolute peach. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
After 52 minutes is number 3.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Eduardo Camavinga.
It's become a case of men against boys. He shifted it to the flank. He's found a way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oyathabal did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a pretty loose pass. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And this is Kane. That's tidy. Good ball, good take. Gets a good foot in there. It's Kane!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Vitinha in with the challenge. Van Dijk. And it's Vitinha. Here's Rodri. Now it's Kane. He's tried one! Oh, belter! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Number 21.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.